What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to my channel. I try to make this video search engine friendly, so if you're looking for this, you can find it. So if you found it, congratulations, you're still here. I'm still here. Glad that you were able to find this channel. I am talking to you about spiritual strength, and I should do an introduction first. So I've held a lot of different job titles up until this point in my life. I've lost everything a couple times. Worked as a personal trainer, worked as a barber, worked as a consultant, worked as a salesperson, worked as a recruiter, all on a professional level. Played college sports, played high school sports, but we're still here. Got more to do, but the further along you get, or the less direction you have, the harder it is to figure out what direction to go. So, developing your spiritual strength and becoming clear about your goals is what will give you the tools to do whatever it's been put on your heart to do. So, I'll talk about those 2 points, starting with spiritual strength. So, spiritual strength, if you've heard different things like The Secret, you listen to things about Neville Goddard, you hear, E.T., you hear Bob Proctor, you hear some of these people, you hear different artists you hear them talking about manifestation. So, spiritual strength is developing your inner voice, being in tune with what gives you your inner voice, what keeps waking you up. I don't want to turn this into a religious video or anything like that. So whatever that is your inner voice, that's your spirit. So in order to change, in order to grow your spiritual strength, you have to know your why. You hear Simon Sinek, you hear marketing presentations, you hear sales presentations, you hear everybody talking about starting with your why, or asking somebody if they want to buy something. You ask them, what do you want to do? And why do you want to do it? And then if you really want to go a little bit deeper, so if we're talking about shoes, you say, hey, what are you going to do in the shoe? And then if it's hiking, you say, oh, cool. Why do you like to hike? And then they'll tell you about all the fun things that they do on a spiritual level that attracts them to hiking. So we're talking about any product, go why, and you go level deeper. So when you figure out your why behind what you want to do, and then either imagine or remember a time when you were enjoying your why, and repeat that feeling, memory, or time that you imagined over and over. It's about impressing that feeling onto your spirit over and over to repeat it. So the repetition becomes a habit. So just like you learn any other thing, your spirit learns from your feelings, good feelings and bad feelings. So you don't want to repeat bad feelings over and over to yourself, to your spirit, because then that will become your habit loop, your paradigm, your vibration. Talk about different levels, frequencies of vibration. You want yours to be ones that align with your goal. So you have to be clear about what your goal is. You're transitioning now from talking about spiritual strength to your goal. So on the goal side, you want that to be as clear as possible. And you want to either remember or imagine what that looks like in order to connect the two. So if your goal is these hiking shoes, and you remember what it was like when you went hiking, you remember all the things you got to see, you remember all the cool people you met, remember who you were with, if you were with a loved one, you want to connect those two. So you want to remember that feeling that you had when you were hiking. You want to say, wow, like that was great. And remember that over and over. as far as the goal side, you want that to be as clear as possible. So you want to know where you were hiking. You want to know how long you were hiking. You want to know who you went with. You want to know who you're going to go with. You were talking about either imagining or remembering, because those are both just different parts of time. So we're in the present, you can pre-remember or imagine what you want your future to look like over here, which I would recommend if it's not something you've already been to. So if you want to be wealthy, if you want a certain lifestyle, if you want a certain car, if you want to travel, do your research about what those things look like. Look at the insurance premium. Look at how far, you want to travel, look at your time, figure out what that realistically looks like, and repeat that memory, imagined state over and over, and understand that that is here in the present right now. So get clear about your goal. So write it down. Not saying you have to write it down right now. You can watch this video over and over until you write it down. This first time people watch things, they don't normally do it. But sometimes when you see something over and over, you get to the point where you actually do write it down. You'll get clear about your goal. So you might just write it with a circle at first, right? But then the next step is going to be going past just writing it in the circle. You're going to go and you're going to write it in the circle, and you're going to break it down into all the things that go with it. And then from there, you'll be able to have a more clear goal. You know what make, model, year, color, what it smells like, what it feels like, where you need to park it. You know where you're gonna place your shoes when you get home, your hiking shoes. You're gonna know what brand they are. You're gonna know why you want that brand. You're gonna learn more about the brand. And all these things are what will surround and pull you into that physical, emotional state. So, developing spiritual strength and getting clear about your goals, those two together, and they go hand in hand. So, get in tune with what it is you actually want. If you're happy, great. You should be happy. If you're not happy, ask yourself, why? It's the opposite. Same in as far as your why. What is it that makes you feel uncomfortable? What is it that makes you desire more? Figure out what those things are and get clear about those, but release them. So you don't want to think about those all the time, but you want to be aware of them when they come from outside and try to get in. So release those. Pull these towards you intentionally. Repeat them. The feelings, the emotions, because when you remember bad things, you also repeat those, so you don't want that. You want to release them, you want to be aware of them. For when they try to pop up, so you know what it is, you can identify it and let it go. Faster. That process will be faster. It might take you a week to get over something that used to take you a month to get over. It might take you a day to get over something that used to take you a week to get over. So release those things. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself space and time to grow. So I hope this helps. That was the intention. This is my first one of these. There will be more. I know a lot of people want to see videos about haircuts. Great, we'll post more of those. But those are things you get good at through repetition. So grow your life. Figure out what your goals are. Write them down. And magnetize yourself to them. That's it. Appreciate you stopping by. Glad you found this. We're still here. And let me know what questions you have. Let me know what has helped you along your spiritual development journey, whatever that looks like. Leave it down. Leave a positive comment section. Share this with somebody that you care about. And I'll talk to you soon.